Well, hello there, and happy first Monday of the month. Welcome. I see Sue popping on. Thanks for joining me tonight. I have some cards that will be your free kits for the month of April for any orders coming in. Hi, Colleen. Thanks for stopping in and seeing what we have planned for the evening. And gosh, wasn't it a great Resurrection Sunday, Easter? We had beautiful weather here in Michigan, so if you're joining me outside of Michigan, it was a great day. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. I am just saying hello and see who all is online with me tonight. Let me see. Okay, I see Pam, and thank you for sharing. Who else is jumping on here? There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, as folks are joining us, I have 4 projects, like always, and I think you'll be excited about how to use some of the product that you have, reminding you of some of the things that are going to be retiring. Hi, Charlene. Thanks for joining. I just want to make sure I gotta keep going here. Elaine popped on. Okay, I just have to make sure this thing keeps rolling so I can see your comments. That's what I keep jumping over to do here. So, well, all right. Everybody, I see there's quite a few of you here. So I am going to go ahead and turn the camera down, and we're going to get started. Okay. I also got another little light. I was looking down for the on button. And so we'll see if that helps a little bit. Hi, Jane. Thanks for joining. So as you're popping on, let me know that you're here, and we'll get started with some great projects, okay? All right. Let me see. I want to make sure I get you to the right one. There we go. When can demonstrators get the new color products? Right now. If you're a demonstrator, or you want to sign up to get the card kit, or not the card kit, back up, the demonstrator kit, you can get that, you can do that now, and you can pre-order product. So yes, if you go to the demonstrator website that we are privileged to have, it will give you the pre-order information, and you can get those colors. Now, unless something is already a little bit back ordered, I don't know, I haven't looked. I ordered the very first day I could. And part of that is so that I have some group things coming up. We're going to be using some of the new stuff. So anyway, I would love to share with you more about joining my team if you aren't already a demonstrator. And if you are, yeah, I'm happy to answer questions. So for tonight, I am going to go ahead and turn you down, and let's see, there we go. So look what I have. Like Linda had mentioned, as demonstrators, we get the catalog first. We also get to pre-order some of the new product. So this is the front of the catalog. I am, and my quantity, so I can get them out to those of you that are on my regular customer list and replied that you do want a catalog. Hi, Deborah. Australia, well, welcome. It's morning there, huh? Well, it is just getting started. Well, it's getting lighter longer here, so yeah, it's dark. It's dark here right now. So this catalog, I know many of you shared with me you need a catalog. I'm going to get that to you as soon as all of the bulk is in my hand. I did not want to send them via automatically from Stampin' Up! Because problems with people getting them. I'm going to be sending them out to you to make sure that I know you have them. And so let's get started with some projects. But this is coming. There's so many great things in here, you guys. And Matt, actually, I got my pre-order today, but I can't show you all. Well, yeah, I'm too busy with getting my little cards together here. So, all right. So I'm going to move this out of the way. We're going to start with the first project. Of course, I need my little mat. So I'm going to turn this light on and see if that helps us with the projects here. And I can always turn that off if I see that it's not working the way I want it to. Okay, here we go. So I try to start out with the easier one and get to the bigger one, or the more avid one. And so one of the things that I have loved is the designer paper from the Flowers for Every Season 6x6 stack. And the paper will not be carrying over, but some of the products that are in that suite will be carrying over. So our first project is going to be using that. And when you get your projects from me, they will all be they'll be an envelope, and you'll have a hard copy to tell you directions, and you get these by placing at least a $30 order with me in the month of April. Okay, now I probably will I'm learning to do this better, getting those kits out. And so those of you that have taken advantage of that, I know some of you got your kits already that I just got out. And hey, Lynn and Colleen, I need to meet up with you, Lynn, because I know you mentioned that. So I'll talk to you later about that. But card kits, those are mailed out normally at the end of the month. I am going to be switching that up a little bit because of the quantity of orders that I've been getting, and thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to have to do it in 2 different groups. So, yeah, especially if there's any paper that's going to be the designer paper that might be retiring. I don't want a chance of not having something that I might need. So, there you go. First project is going to be using that Flowers for Every Season designer paper. And I have shared this, and this was actually in one of the card kits that I did, the Fancy Phrases. This is a great set, you guys. It is retiring, and I wanted to use one of these long sayings here in the card that we're doing. So that's the stamp set we're going to be using. All right. So, first thing, this one is pretty easy. Lots of pieces, but I cut all those pieces for you. If you, what do I want to say? If you have something that is embossed, that will also be embossed for you. So what we have, we're going to use some of this designer paper. Let me pull all the pieces out. This is the Misty Moonlight, and you can see I've got 3 flowers punched out there. And you know, I did forget to get my, we'll be good. So, Misty Moonlight, that's what we're going to be using. And this little flower punch will be retiring also. Now, if you don't have this, you might want to consider getting it. And the reason for that is this flower goes with the Sweet Strawberry set. And that is a bundle, actually, and that is going to be my card kit for the month of May. It is going to be in the new catalog, but this punch is not, but this coordinates with it. So consider that, okay? All right, so what I've done, I've just pre-punched those, and that is actually going to go right here in the center. So I'm going to just start out, make sure, I'm going to get out of the, I'm afraid I'm going to get out of the camera view here if I slide my chair. So, all right, let's go ahead and put this down. And I want my flowers to be over on the inside. And this is 4 1/4 by 5, and then I just punched the 3 flowers over on the one side. Okay. Now, what I was thinking is I'm going to go ahead and grab my blender pen, which I hadn't thought about. Oh, here it is, way over here. So I'm going to use that. And let's see, what else can we do here? This is our Misty Moonlight. And so what I'm going to do, I actually will need the scrap paper. So I'm going to use the blender pen. And when you're using the blender pen, you can pull color off of something and see, excuse me, you can watercolor with it, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this, and all I'm going to do is just put a little circle in the inside of my flowers here, just like that. That way I'm not getting any bulk on the inside of my card. I'm just getting that nice little extra touch on the inside. With that, we're going to leave that open. I'm going to set that aside. And then we are going to do our stamping. So I've got a strip here. This is, I believe, a 1/2 inch, and I've just got some extra. And I said I wanted to use one of the Sending a Little Smile Your Way. From Rhode Island. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for sharing, Margaret. So let's ink this up. And again, I'm using the Misty Moonlight. And get my head over here a little closer. And let's do that. I think I got it good. Yay! Always love it when it turns out, right? All right. Okay, so there's that. That's all the stamping I'm going to do for this particular card. Now, if you do not have this stamp set, it's not one that's on your list to purchase, you can use any saying that you have and designer paper to make more. What you're going to get is what I'm going to show you here, and then you use your own stamps and ink, okay? That's how it works with the card kits. Okay, so this one here, yep, I'm just going to eyeball it and just cut this off on the end, just like that. I'm going to slice this just a tiny bit over here. There we go. I'm going to leave my scissors right up there because I'm probably going to need them again. All right, let's put this together. So I've pre-punched these 3 out. We're going to use those on the front. And you'll notice here, this is a fun fold. So this was 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then what I did is I needed 3 1/4 here to fit the designer paper. Okay, so that's going to go right here. So let's just do that real quick. And then on the other side, you have this Just Jade little dots, which is beautiful. And tulips are just going to be popping up everywhere shortly. So this has some pretty tulips in there. Yep. Watching, okay. So, Maine. So you guys are coming from all over. Well, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. You decided to take some time and for yourself and enjoy some stamping, right? So I'm going to use the green side, and this is just going to get mounted on the piece that I cut out, okay? So see there, that's the other piece that I cut, and this opposite, see there's that, opposite is going to go right on top up here, just like that, okay? Now, this is going to go right here. So this is going to give us a nice little fun fold. One of the things to remember, though, when you're doing this is you don't want to put adhesive on the whole thing. So I kind of take my finger, this is what I do. I take my finger, let's see, do I want to come down? I think I'm going to come down just a little bit, not quite in the middle. My finger, let's see, I don't want adhesive past there. So I'm going to take my finger, turn that over, and just realize that, okay, I cannot get adhesive past my finger. Okay, and then that is going to go right kind of down there, just like that. All right, now next, and I think, did I get that crooked? No, guess not. It looks pretty good. I am going to take this little piece, and that is going to just go flat onto here. I'm going to grab my silicone mat. This silicone mat is awesome. If you don't have one, you need one. I think it's only $6. And if you get adhesive on, you know, if you have a little piece that you need to put adhesive on, it works perfect because adhesive won't stick on here. And if you're using the green glue or liquid glue, this is fabulous to do things with that. Okay, so this, I think I want to put this about right here. I don't know if I want to go right to the edge. I think I'm going to go right to the edge, okay? Just like that. All right. And then we're going to mount these flowers right over here, just like that, to give us a little something something, you know. All right, well, so let's put the first one, we're going to put that flat. And I am going to kind of squish these up a little bit. I mean, they're going to flatten when you mail them, but they'll be okay. They'll be all right. Okay, so let's get this one right here. And this one is going to be flat. And then I am going to pop up the other one. Whoops, I don't want to cover up my words. There we go. And then let's grab, let's see. Do I need a big dimensional? Where'd it go? There it is. I think I'm going to do this flat, and I'll tell you why I decided I'm going to do it flat. The reason is we are going to put pearls in the center of here. Now, so you will get all the card kit, the 4 cards that I have, the kits to make these, when you place an order with me of $30 or more. And if you place a $50 order, then you're going to get a free embellishment. And that could be it could be current or retired, but mostly they're current. And let's see, I need my take your pick tool. I'm just going to use the basic pearls and take the largest pearl here, and those are going to go right in the center of my flowers, and just like that. And then there you go. There's our first card. Just like that. Isn't that fun for the inside? A little surprise. Now, if you want to take some scrap white, you could take some scrap white the same size as this and, you know, put it right here so that it's behind this. And then you could, you know, stamp something there. We also have a chalk pen that will write on the blue. You can, however you'd like to do that. But to give it that really wow look, having that blue behind there, it makes it look just gorgeous. There you go. Bring it up closer so you can see. All right, thank you. Yes, fun, easy folds I love them. So there's our first card, okay? All right, so now what we need to do is move my stuff over to the side. We're going to go on to the next card. Now, I know that we've talked before that we always need cards for guys. So that is what we're going to do next. We are going to make a little card that is for the men in our life. All right, so I'm going to put this up here so we'll get to see that in a bit. All right, so I need that. I still need that. So we are going to use the dies from the So Sentimental. Now, this is going to be in the new catalog, but it's not going to be a bundle. So if you want the bundle and save 10%, you get the stamp set, and then you get all these little dies that go with it. So I'm using 2 of the dies from this set, and then we're going to use the Handsomely, oh, my light's going on here, the Handsomely Suited, my ring light. See that? I have that new light there. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, anyway, sorry about that. I don't know. Maybe if I turn it off, it might be better. Okay, we're gonna go with it. That way you don't have that in your way, in the light. Okay, so what we're doing here is I have used the small bow tie, and we're going to use a happy birthday to you, because we always need birthday cards for guys, right? Hi, Shar. Oh, is it beautiful in Wisconsin? That's awesome. All right, so here's the stamp that we're going to use from Handsomely Suited. We're going to be using the Knight of Navy. And like I said, all of the parts and pieces, you'll just need your ink and stamps. And you can use whatever stamps that you have that will work. So what I've got here is we are also going to be using the designer paper from the Well Suited. And I've just got some and these are 1.5, yeah, 1.5 squares. I've got 4 of those of the different papers. I have pre-cut the little bow tie. I guess I could have stamped it. I didn't. But what I did was I just cut it out. I didn't stamp it. If I stamp it, it's not going to work right. So we're not going to stamp it. Nope. Okay, so all of these papers are in the designer paper package, which I have right over here. Ugh. And it's also called Well Suited. But there's all kinds in here. Look, there's even some flowers and some nice grays. I think I've used it on another card in the past. But anyway, there's some great designs in here. Some real good designs for guys' cards, you know. Okay. So this card, really, it's lots of pieces, but it's a super easy card. Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate you guys being here this evening and taking the time with me. Alright, so I'm going to just mount this piece. See that fun design on this one? It's Poppy Parade, I believe. It's Poppy Parade, and then the Night of Navy, Pacific Point. Some cool colors in here. Alright, so this is just, all these grid lines are making my eyes go crazy. Okay. Alright, let's get this right here. Alright, that's going to get mounted there. And I am going to move this over to the side a little bit. Alright, and so with the lines that are on here, they're going to help me put my squares on this, this card. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down 2 squares down and 2 squares over. So that means that's going to go right there. And let's see here. Same thing over here. 2 in and 2 down. So then that goes here. And let's see. Let's get this. We'll put this one here and this one here. Maybe the other way. I don't know. Let's do it this way. Alright. So if I go 2 up and 2 over on this one, well, I think we're going to go 1 down and 2 over. 1 there, that's what I want. So 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and 2 on the sides. Okay? So when you're doing your projects, remember that. Okay? 1 on the top, 2 on the sides, if that makes sense. If you're watching the replay here when you get your card kit. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So that's going to go on the front of the card just like that. Okay, so now that I have it placed, I'm going to go ahead and glue them down. Do I want to do this sideways maybe? I think I'll do this sideways. The little diamond's going this way instead of this way. Alright, so, oh, look at this paisley. This paisley is really nice on this side. Alright, so 1 down, 2 over, so that's going to go right there. And having the lines on this designer paper, it makes it really nice to line this up. So easy. Alright, and 1 and 2, there we go. So did everybody have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun? We were able to have a wonderful service at church. Our choir got to sing. And then we had dinner with my kids and grandkids, which was a lot of, they're always fun on holidays, and it was so nice outside. They hunted Easter eggs. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, there we go. That's what we have so far. So the next thing that we're going to do is this is actually going to go right here in the middle, just like this. And then this little bow tie. Now you could leave it or you could put it right here. I think it looks cute right there. So we are going to take a dimensional and pop this up. And I'm going to take a mini dimensional because it fits so perfect right here in the middle of the bow tie. Oh, thank you, Jane. Yes, yes, you have to go back and watch it. It's on YouTube if anybody wants to go see it at Bethany Bible Church, Belleville, Michigan. But our choir director, or our music leader, oh my goodness, he has an amazing voice. So you should go check that out if you like music. Okay, Night of Navy. Here we are. We are going to use a happy birthday to you and ink that up. My Night of Navy. Now, my Night of Navy is pretty juicy, and usually the navy and reds are. Oh, good, Joanne. I'm glad that you like the designer paper. Okay, so let's see. This will fit right inside here. Let me get my head up here. Just like that. Not too bad. There we go. All right, I'm going to put that over here. And that is what I want. Now, there is a saying in here that says, you're the best. So that would be a good one to put that on the inside if you have this stamp set. If not, it's a great bundle. It has, I haven't mounted everything yet. You can see that. But then it has all of these great dies, tons of dies in here. And anyway, I just have not played with this one enough. But it's going to be in the new catalog too. So I'll have time to do that. So, oh, thank you, Jane. All right. So this is going to get mounted onto, I don't want that to smear, so let me see if that's dry. Not too, yeah, it's pretty dry. Okay. All right, so let's get this down. All right, there we go. Welcome, welcome. If you're just jumping on, I am thankful that you are here and watching the Vert April class. We are finishing up our second card, so I'm going to use the larger dimensionals for this one, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just put one on the top and the bottom here. We always need masculine cards, and so, excuse me, that's what I've got going on here. And like I said, this is a very easy card. It's just lots of pieces. So it looks like it's harder, but it's really not. This is the only stamping you have. And in your kit, you're going to get all the pieces cut and die cut for you. But there is the top layer, so we're just going to go ahead and mount this onto our card base. Here's a tip for you, too. If you're making cards, oh no, power was out. That's too bad, Diana. Here's a tip. When you're doing sideways or horizontal cards, if you cut your cardstock to 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2, it actually stands up better if somebody wanted to display their card by sitting it on a mantle or, you know, desk or anything like that. And boy, I got that crooked. Good thing I didn't push that down very well. Let's go this, yeah, okay. But it will stand up better if you cut it at the 4 1/4 by 11 and then score it. Okay, there we go. All right, there's our second card for a nice little guy card. But look at that, stands up so nicely. And when you have them like this, see, they want to fall, you know. Same thing if you were to do it the other 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. So that's just a little tip for you. Okay. All right. So that's our second card. All right. So I have another fun fold for you tonight. Let me clean this navy off real quick and move these out of the way. So we have plenty of room so I can not get overpowered by all my stuff. So, all right, over here out of the way. All right, so the retired list is out. I know that we have talked about that a few times on previous videos, and on Thursday nights. I'm here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Come back and join me every Thursday. I just give you tips and techniques on that Thursday. Tonight is just the first Monday of the month that I do this. Not the first day of the month, but the first Monday. So come back and see some fun things. All right, I'm going to show you this one complete. Look at this. Now this is was inspired by Leanne Graff, another demonstrator. But this is a cute little fold. Now this is just a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. I have a designer paper that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then you have this piece and it pulls out, and then you would write your sentiment here or stamp something there. But how cute is that? That's an easy fun fold, and it mails in the mail. I mean, I try to make all my fun folds so you don't have to have an extra large envelope. But okay, so we're going to make this. Now, one of the things that's also retiring is the current designer paper. Now, this happens to be the brights, and then this is the in colors. Okay, so we are going to use the brights, and I already have pre-cut the Bermuda Bay, which is just like what I had just shared. So here's an envelope, and I have all these pieces. Let's get this out. And let me just review what these are. And again, in the tutorial that you get with your card kits, it will tell you all the sizes and the supplies and things that you'll need. But basically, you're going to need your basic stamper kit, which is scissors, dimensionals, I consider mini glue dots, and what else? Now my take your pick tool is in my basic stamper kit. A bone folder is always good to have, especially when you're doing fun folds and you have these extra folds to get them to lay nice. Those are things that you want. Okay? All right. So what I've done here is this piece is, I believe, 9 inches, and you know I don't have my, here, let me grab my cutter because this will tell me how long. I believe it's 9 inches. Yeah, 9 inches, and this is scored at 1 inch, 2 inch, 4 inches, and 6 inches. Okay? And this is the 4 1/4, this one. So 4 1/4 by 9, and like I said, I'll have all the measurements in the tutorial for you. Okay. And then when you're cutting your designer paper, which yours will already be cut for you, but making more, you will have that listed. But you're going to need 3 different designs. And the fun part about our designer paper is you do have okay, let me pull 2 out. So here's Bermuda Bay. So one has like writing, and the other one has this fun kind of denim-like look. And then on the other side, you have, oh wait, that's not the right color. Here, here's the right one. This is Costa Cabana. This is Bermuda Bay. So you have the kind of wood grain look, and then the little the polka dots on the other side. But you'll get that in every color that's in that color grouping, and we have it for every grouping: brights, regals, subtles, neutrals, and then the in colors. Okay, there's going to be new designs that are coming out with the new catalog. So, all right. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. So what you're going to do, this is going to go flat, so that's the one that goes down. So let's fold that on the score. Then you're just going to fold back and forward and then back again. Okay? And that gives you that pull out right there. Okay? All right, bone folder. Before I do that, let's go ahead and put our pieces down. And so these pieces are cut just 1/4 of an inch smaller than the places that they go. Now this second one here, you're going to leave that blank because that's where you'll write your sentiment and then, you know, or stamp one, whatever you'd like. All right, so let's put these on here. So, and of course you can put this one on here if you'd like. I think I like the solid there. So let's go ahead and put that piece down. Stay in the camera here for you. I get moving all around here and I forget that I got to stay in the camera so you guys can see. Hey, thanks for joining everybody. I see some new folks jumping on here, so I appreciate you being with me this evening to check out my April virtual class. And you know what? You can have your own virtual class if you have some friends that would be interested. and you would be the host, and you would get the host benefits. So if that's something that you might be interested in, please let me know, because I would sure be happy to do that and help you get that put together so that we can have a great party with the new catalog. It's a great time to have some friends get together. If you're local, I'm ready to start meeting in person, so it's up to you. All right, let's take this, and now I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm just going to go over those creases, trying to, just like that, and then over here and here, okay, and that will just help hold it down a little better. All right, so there's that. Besides all the fun fold part of it, this is a pretty easy card. All right, so what I've done, this is one of the folders that is retiring, and this one is in the peony set. It's got these nice little diamonds, and you know what? Oh, I can't think of the name of it, but 1 second. And grab my catalog over here on the side, and I have my pages, had it open here because I didn't want to forget. This one is called Dainty Diamonds 3D. It's folder, and it's in the Pretty Peony suite that's in the catalog. But I did that with the emboss folder. This is my base, and this is going to go right here. Okay, now before I do that, I am going to punch out of this center, and we're going to use this punch right here, and yeah, I don't remember the name of this one, but we are going to make sure that I have this right here. It is Label Me Lovely right there, 166 in the catalog. Thank you, Nancy. All right, so I'm going to take this, and if you take your punch and you go all the way in, then it's going to cover when we put this together, right? So I want that. So that is with the label punch. All right, and then I have piece of white, and we are going to use a stamp set that is retiring. It's called Many Mates. Oh yeah, here's the folder. I was going to show you the folder. I have it in my little basket up here. But Many Mates, lots of different sayings in here, and you have some little verses to go on the inside. So this is a great set. Yes, Bobby, I can get you a catalog. Can you private message me your mailing address? And yes, I will make sure that you get that. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining. All right, and so what I'm going to stamp with this one is, let's see here. We are going to stamp It's Your Day. And I'm going to use the Bermuda Bay. What did I just knock? I knocked something down here, and I need it. I think it was my Bermuda Bay blender pen. We're going to use that in just a second here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, and this is nice because it is outline. All right, I want to make sure that I'm inked up. Looks good. I always like to turn this, and you see how you can see it's wet? I always check instead of just slapping it right on there. I want to make sure that I've got my ink on there. And so there's that. And let's stamp that just right here onto my scrap, just like that. Now, before here, 1 second, because I think I had the light. And when I lifted that up, yep, here it is. Okay. I need the light because what I want to do is I'm going to color in with the nub side of the blend. I am going to color in the word day with my blend. And that's something that's nice. You can, when you have these open images, that's what I want to say. When you have the open images, you can color them or you can leave them. Okay? All right, let's come down here just like that. All right, So it's your day is highlighted, and that's the light Bermuda. I'm going to take the dark one and use that in just a second. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to use the circle punch. I don't believe that these are sold out. If you don't have circle punches, I would suggest getting them. And the reason I tell you that is because, let's see, do I want this one or do I have two sizes here. I have the 1.5 and I have the 2 inch. Anyway, depending on how easy it is for you to meet, for right now in my life, the punches are much easier for me. Oh no, you're going to fall asleep? Yes, grandchildren will wear you out, that is for sure. That seems too big, so I'm going to go back to my 1.5. Alright, so let's get that punched out. And let's see. And I do it upside down so I can see where my image is and I can get it centered in that circle. Alright, so before I finish, I'm going to take the nub in on the dark, and I'm just going to do some little dots just to give this a little extra. Now, you don't have to do this. This is just something, like I said, this is something fun, extra. So, you like quick and simple? Nah, you don't want to do this. Just takes that little extra minute, but it looks cool, and that's why I wanted to do it. Alright, I'm going to take this, and this is going to pop right on top of there. Plus the dots give it a little, like, birthday feel, you know? So, I think I am going to use the dimensionals, and I'm going to pop this up onto the piece that I punched out. We're almost done with this card. Okay, and let's get it straight. Just like, okay, there we go. Now I also have a little piece, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 3/4 by 3/4. And this is going to go on top of here. Let's see, I think we're ready to put all of our pieces together. Okay, so let's do it. That's my envelope. This is 5.5 by 4.25. This is going to go on top of here. So let's put that down. So this is our third card. If you are just joining me, you'll have to go back and watch the replay to see the other 2 cards we've already done. Okay, so there's that. Now we are going to put adhesive on here, and this is going to cover up where I punched it. Okay, I'm just going to kind of fold it up, and let's make sure that's going to go right here, really kind of in the center, just like that, and then open it and just push that down. Beautiful. All right. And then we are going to put this on here. So let me see here. There you go. All right. So this is going to go over to the side. Now see that this is sticking out a little bit right here. We want to make sure this will fit in the card okay. So I am going to use another punch that is going to be retiring. And this one I think is a great punch. But I know they have a smaller one. So all I can think of is that people didn't use the 2-inch mark here as much. I don't know, but I like this punch because you can do all different sizes in here, and if you have other means to do it, you can do it by hand, but this is a great tool. Alright, so let's pop that, and so this is going to go right here, and see, now it is not over my card. See that? It's on the inside of that 4.25. Okay, now again, when you're doing this kind of thing, you can't have adhesive past this little section, because see there, it's got to be able to open like that so they can open and see. Okay, alright, so again, I just kind of lay this down and then put my finger there and keep my finger there so I know where I need my adhesive and not go over. Alright, let's go right there. And I did take that all the way to the end, just like that. Now, here's the other trick. When you put this on here, that's going to kind of go right there on top. When you put this on, you don't want to put adhesive on here. I am going to suggest that you take your dimensionals and you take a couple of those, depending on what, you know, punch you want to use there, and just kind of eyeball where you need those. So I'm going to say like right here and right here, and then I'm going to place that right like that, and the card is finished. Wait, there's more. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to put some, let me see if I have them here. No, I do not. Let's put some basic rhinestones, okay? All right, I've got some here that we're going to go ahead and use. Take your pick tool. I said leave it here because I know I need to use it. Ta-da! Here it is. This tool is one that it's $10, and you get another additional piece here, but this has a little, I call it the pokey tool. It's a piercing. And then you have putty on this end. And so what, and then, okay, and then you screw this out, and look, you have a little putty knife here, so you can slide it under there that way. What I like to do is I actually like to use the actual putty, and what that does is I just lay it on here, and look at that, it holds my gem. It holds my gem for me. Oh, I'm glad you like the fun fold. Alright, and then I was talking too much and dropped it, and now I'm making a mess. And alright, okay. Oh, okay, come on back here. There we go. Alright, so I am going to just put a couple gems over on the side here, just like that. Oh, and we have to have one more, and I guess I didn't need to color that because I think I'm going to put that right there. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, let me bring it up here and show you the bling. See there? There you go. Isn't that a fun one? Now, it's going to look totally different depending on what colors you use when you make your own at home outside the card kit. Now, I don't know if everybody will, you know, in the card kit, I don't know that everybody's going to get Bermuda Bay. We're going to use the brights. Okay, so brights, I have the brights and I have in colors. So it'll be a surprise, but it's going to be wonderful no matter what, right? Okay, card 3. We have one more card left. And let's get some space here. So, alright, you know I love flowers, right, you guys? Those of you that have been watching me, I would make flowers all day long. I have to make myself purchase something besides flowers. So, let's do a beautiful flower card. Alright. Moving things along. Oh, before I do that, let me show you some cards made with some the designer paper we're using, along with the many thanks, okay? Not many thanks, I'm looking at the set, the stamp set, the Many Mates is the name of the stamp set. But look at this one. Isn't that pretty? So there's Just Thinking of You, and that's with the designer paper that I used in the first card. Here is one that I used, I did a whole series like guys cards and used the In Good Taste designer paper. Here is a gatefold, and this ties around, and you untie that. Get Well Soon. Some good guy cards with this stamp set, okay? And then here is an easy one, look at that. Here is another. Super easy cards. Celebrate. Just So Fabulous. And there's that punch again. So that's a bunch of, you know, ideas, especially masculine with that paper, you know. So, with that, here are a couple more fun ones. Punches, using the designer paper and coloring your pearls with your blends with that yellow, see that? And then here you go. Now these are dies that also come in the bundle for the Many Mates. Using some of the in color magenta. And then this one here, I believe, actually Nancy's on here. Nancy did this card. This is a die that is also in the bundle for the Many Mates stamp set. So, look at that. It's a whole big piece. Cool stuff. All right, I wanted to show you those. I almost forgot. But those are some great samples using that stamp set. It's a good set for words, you know, if you are looking for something that has all occasion with the words. Okay, our last card for the evening. Let me bring my little basket down here. I've got kind of got it over here on the side, and move this here so I can get to my pieces, parts and pieces. Okay. All right. So we are going to use another stamp set. Like I said, a lot of these are going to be some that are retiring, some are not. They're going to carry over. And this one, I haven't used it a ton, but I have used it some. And I have samples to show you with this one too. Yes, there it is. Okay. All right. Inspiring Iris. Okay, now I'm going to show you this is a two-step stamping, but if you like to color, this is also a wonderful set that you can use. We are going to use the another folder, and that one is textile, Tasteful Textiles. Let's find it here, and Tasteful Textiles, I got it right, yay! Okay, so I embossed with this folder already, and here are my parts and pieces. We're going to pull all those out. We are going to use the red gems. These are they're hard to see that they're red in this light, I think, anyway, but these are the red gems. We're going to use those. The paper that I've chosen to use is So Saffron, Real Red, and then just the basic white. Okay? All right. So, here's the plan. We're going to be stamping on this square. So what do we have? We have 3 inches by 5.5 on this, 4 1/4 by 11, and that's scored at 5.5. We are going to use this for the actual image, and this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. This is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. A little bit out of this, okay. And then this is 1 inch, and it is 2 1/4. Okay, so that's the pieces for this one. The stamping, we're going to be doing stamping here and here. The colors that we need. Now, I chose to go with Daffodil Delight, and this is the old style pad, but it's Daffodil Delight, Real Red, and Garden Green, and that's the colors palette that I'm using. And with that, you'll also need the memento, because it's 2-step, and so let's get that here. I want to make sure that I'm not getting out of the camera. There we go. Make sure that we're in the camera when I stamp. All right, so let's grab the pieces we're going to use. We're going to make carnations. Carnations are red and yellow and basically any color, but we are going to make carnations. Okay, so the first carnation, make sure I don't get my sleeve in my black here. Stay in here. First carnation is going to be the tallest, and that is going to be stamped in the middle. Now, those of you that might be watching and new to stamping, we have different stamps. We have polymer, and then we have the cling. And the cling are what I used earlier, right here, where the sticker's on there. And so there's just different types that we have in our catalog. The blocks, you can get one basic block which will fit a ton of different stamps. I have all, you know, because I have classes and things like that, I have all the different sizes. But this is a good block to have right here, this size. So, all right, so our first carnation is really kind of going to go in the middle, right like that. Okay, let's take our second carnation, and we're going to come down a little bit. And then the third one, let's maybe come just hopefully that's a sliver higher. It looks about the same, but that's okay. And that's what I want. 3 carnations right there. Okay. All right. I'm going to clean this one off. We're done with that one for the moment. And then next, we are going to do the 2-step, not the dance, stamping. That was a corny joke, right? Oh well. All right, so what are we going to do? Okay, let's use the garden green. And this is the solid image, so ink that up in the garden green. And let me see here, get it all over my thumb. Make sure that's inked up. And what you do is you just, because it's clear, it's so easy to line right up in there, okay? So I'm going to come up here and make sure that I am in my leaves and my little part at the top and stamp that right on top. Look! It went right in there. Fabulous. Alright, the trick here is, though, I got to get my head down in here. So, yeah. Do I do it? That's a little off, but that's okay. They're not made to go exactly in the space. So if you get this set, please know that. If you are a perfectionist, ooh, I don't know that you'd like these type of, this kind of image that isn't made to go exactly in the lines. It has a little bit of look, maybe a watercolor look, honestly, is what it is more like. So, all right. So let's move this to the side. We are done with the green, and we are going to go with our lighter color first, because I'm going to have to clean off my, this is the 2-step for the carnation, and ink that up. And this, like I said, this is the daffodil. Alrighty, let's see, I think, get my head down here a little bit. There we go. There's the yellow. Now I've got to clean that off. And now I am going to the red. We're going to have 2 that are red. This card is really pretty, you guys. I did pre-stamp it, but I didn't show you the finished one. I'll let it be a surprise. Alright, let's get this show on the road here. There we go. And real red is what we're using. And then let's stamp our other carnation right there. Fabulous. Okay, clean that off. And then what's next? That's the stamping I want done there. Okay. Let's see. We are going to use the black again, which is the Memento. And we're going to stamp the saying, which I love this saying on here, sending hugs, prayers, and lots of love. We're almost done. And this one is just going to get stamped right in the middle of that piece. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, one quick thing before we go on to the next. I want to show you, let me see if I have a scrap here. Okay. I want to show you how easy it is to color with your blends. And go back. We're going to go back to the outline. The blends. Oh, yes. Anticipation. What's that song? Anticipate. Yeah. That's an old song. Carly Simon, was it? I don't know. I'm not good with that, the names of who did what song. Hey, thanks for sharing, Bonnie. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so I have some blends here. I have my real red, light and dark, and then I have some old olive. If you take your nubs, and this color's so nice, you guys, you just kind of, instead of, if you like to color, I should have brought the light over here, and then I could have got a little bit lighter color in this, right here on this piece. And then just take that, oops, that's a little thick, but that's okay. There you go. So there's that. Now, on the coloring for the flower, I'm just going to come in here and kind of go towards the top and just color this. And this is red, like I said, this is the red. That's my light. Then I'm going to go in with the dark and come in and kind of just blend that in there to give you some two-tone with your carnation. Super easy. Bring that up so you see how the two-tone is. And then here is the two-step stamping. So there's the difference. Just wanted to share that little tip with you. Okay, let's put our card together. We're all done. All right, so what we have is I've chosen So Saffron. I think I shared that. The next thing, this is going to go on next. So let's get that put down. And this is our Stamp and Seal. It's the two-way glue kind of on a wheel, on a roller. We have liquid glue, and then we also have a fine tip glue, but this is my choice of putting things down. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining. You'll want to make sure to go all the way back to the beginning so you can see what I started out with. This is our last card. And again, these cards are what you're going to get a kit for. Any purchase of $30 during the month of April. And $50 purchase, if you move up to 50, you're going to get a free embellishment from me. Now, here is one of the ribbons that's going to be retiring. It's the yellow ruche ribbon, the Daffodil Delight, and I just have the end of it stuck with a pin there. But it's kind of fun. It's got this little, I don't know, stuff to it. Now, another one to use here is our nice red satin ribbon that's in the catalog. I am just going to tie a knot. I'm not going to tie a big bow. I'm just going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to clip this off of the reel here. My scissors. And give this a little trim. There we go. All right, let's pull this over towards the middle just slightly. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay, we are ready to put this together. So, we are going to put this flat. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. I should have done that first because I want to make sure I get this in the right spot. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good right there. And let me grab some dimensionals. Couple dimensionals. Oh my goodness, it's 9:04. I hope that is not everybody's bedtime because you'll be dropping off on me. I'm almost done. I'm going to put all the cards back so you can see them all together. And that will be our class for the evening. Again, if you do not have a demonstrator and you need a new catalog that I showed at the beginning, please private message me your address so that I can get one out to you. I had a wonderful Easter. Yes, Sherry, thank you for asking. But there is our card. What do you think? All right. So let's get all these goodies out of the way so I can show you all of the cards together. Get all my tools. All right. This is card number 4. This is card number 3. Bring it down a little bit out of my face. There we go. Do that. That one, it doesn't stay down flat like the other ones, but that's okay. All right, and then we have this one. And we have our other beautiful flower card. What do you guys think of the cards? Let me see if this light will change for you. There we go. That's a little better. So, there will be your 4 cards for your card kit. I hope that you will let me know how I can help you. At the very beginning, I shared the hostess code. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get back to, there we are. Get over here where you can see me. So yes, that is the hostess code that you see right up there, right there. Go to my website, make sure that you're on my website and you see my picture, and put your order in there. That way I know that you're going to get the card kit. Otherwise, you can contact me. I would be happy to put your order in for you. So many fun things happening. We get that new catalog, and give me your private message me your address, and I will make sure that you get one, okay? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me tonight. I appreciate you taking the time to spend your evening with me for a little while, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Make sure to join me on Thursday, okay? 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, bye-bye.